Welcome your questions here. Send them in via Twitter. @officialFPL is the address. Now let's get some answers. As you're up first, Kagizo says, is Son at 8.9 million capable enough to get the captain's armband regularly?
You can't really ask for a player to be doing more than scoring every week he plays. So I think so. I do wonder a bit how explosive he is.
Right.
He doesn't seem to get 2 or 3 goals very often.
And when Spurs return from this FA Cup break, there's the chance that Harry Kane may be back. Will that affect things?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Son is he's been playing up front, and that definitely helps his appeal. But I don't think having Kane in the team is going to affect him that much.
OK.
Next question comes from Jayuso, who is asking who the better option is out of Aguero and Aubameyang for the long run, Duncan.
I mean, there's not much in it. I mean, Aubameyang is 29, Aguero's 30, so there is that kind of like older player. Will they suffer from some injuries? But I think, I mean, you've got to say Aguero at the moment.
Really? The one thing to mention, we talked about this before, the fact that Man City blank in the next game week 27, and when Aguero is out for that one, Aubameyang will be at home to Southampton. Does that tip the balance in his favour? Yeah,
I think people would be really frustrated. I think quite a few people did Aguero to Aubameyang swaps last week, hoping for some points in that Huddersfield game. Didn't even play. Yeah, next two are really good for Arsenal, and you've got to think they're going to get some goals in that. But I wouldn't be making the switch now. OK. Jamie Van Dijk asks, is it worth using a free hit considering I've got 6 players in the Liverpool United game?
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, it's a really tough question, because if your team really needs it, if you've got like 6 players in your team, then you kind of have to use it. But you really want to be saving it for, you know, when there's loads of blanks later in the season, or where there's double game weeks when you can really make the most. It's the best chip, I think. So you really want to maximise the points from it.
So that's a no.
It's just do what you can to get a full team out. Right. You can.
OK, what about this question from Rishi in India, who's asking, should I consider Felipe Anderson for the rest of the season, Duncan?
I would say no. I mean, he had that spell in November, December when he was really good and scoring a lot of goals, and a lot of people pointed out he hadn't ever really done that before in his career, and he's sort of gone off the ball a little bit again. Yeah, I mean,
He's got great fixtures,
really
though.
Good fixtures,
and the next one, Fulham at home. Whew.
Yeah, but yeah.
Still not
sure.
convincing you.
Not sure. OK.
I really like Felipe Anderson. I had him for that run when he was doing really well. But yeah, he hasn't done much. No. He hasn't done much for ages.
He was good against Liverpool, wasn't he? But
he was fantastic against Liverpool, and that's not what you want. You don't want a player who performs well in the games you're not expecting him to. You want him to do well in the games you want him. You know, you think he's going to do well in. But I'm tempted by him. I think he's a good price at 7.2.
OK. What about Hazard, who's one of the many players who won't have a game in game week 27? 10.8 million. Is it worth holding on to him? And bear in mind that even when they do play, Chelsea are having all sorts of problems at the moment.
Yeah, I sold him before that Huddersfield game, and it hurts. Jules is your favourite player, isn't he?
I love him, and it's actually really hard for me at the moment because I've got so many players that blank in the next game week. I don't know what to do about Hazard.
Yeah, I think the trouble is when you've got Son and Mane and Sterling and then Aguero, you need to free up some funds, and he seems the logical player to sell. OK, and finally, David and Doozy's asking, is Miguel Almiron a shout? Looked lively on his debut, didn't he, Duncan?
Yeah, he did. He looked really good. He's one of only 6 players in MLS last year to have more than 10 goals and more than 10 assists. So, I mean, there is obviously a difference in standard, but I think he's definitely got the potential to step up.
Should be good for Rondon as well.